Today, personal mobile devices like smartphones and tablets are for many employees becoming indispensable tools for conducting business, especially while on the go. These employees want access to their mail, calendar, and contacts from both personal and work accounts and on multiple devices. But how do you manage these personal devices to ensure the security of your corporate data? Traditionally, a company issues corporate phones to its employees, and an IT staff manages these devices through expensive software and on-premise servers. Google Apps now makes mobile management easy. It lets users bring their own devices to work, and you don't have to buy additional hardware, software, or servers. It's all in the cloud. You can now manage your mobile fleet from your web browser, and mobile device management is free for all Google Apps for business, education, and government customers. Mobile management works with Android and Google Sync devices, which include iPhone, iPad, Windows Phone, and other smartphones and tablets using Microsoft Exchange ActiveSync. Mobile management currently doesn't support BlackBerry devices or devices connecting to Google Apps via IMAP and POP, or devices connecting to Google Apps by means other than Google Sync or Android Sync. As the Google Apps administrator, you can enforce device policies and remotely block or wipe a lost or stolen device. You can also audit apps installed on your Android users' phones that access their Google Apps data. In addition to these administrative controls, Android users who've installed the Device Policy app can do the following self-service to their own device from their My Devices page. They can remotely reset the PIN on their device, remotely ring or lock it, or remotely locate the device if location is turned on. Let's take a closer look at how mobile management works and what you, as the Google Apps administrator, can do to secure your mobile fleet. First, sign into your Google Apps control panel. Under Settings, Mobile, you can set device policies by organizational unit. In this example, I want to enforce strict policies on my company's global finance department. I've enabled Android Sync and Google Sync for users, and I'm enforcing the settings below on Android and Google Sync devices. Android users will first need to download Google Apps device policy on their devices for them to sync with Google Apps. I'm requiring users to set passwords on their devices. I can specify the password strength and enforce other settings like the number of days before their password expires. I'm going to leave Encrypt Data on Device unchecked so that my Android 2.2 and 2.3 users can still connect to Google Apps. If I only wanted Android 3.0 and later devices and iOS devices to connect to Google Apps, I could enable this setting. Selecting Enable Application Auditing allows me to see which Android apps are accessing my users' Google Apps data. I'm going to enable device activation and enter my email address so that I'm notified when a new user tries to sync their device to Google Apps. When I've enabled device activation and a new user adds their Google Apps account to any Google Sync or Android Sync device, it will appear in the Activation tab, where I can approve or block the device. Users will receive an email saying that their device is pending activation, and because I put my email address in the box, I'll receive a notification email as well. On the Activation tab, I'll click to approve my user's device. It now shows up on the Devices tab, and the user can access their Google Apps mail, calendar, and contacts from that device. On the Devices tab, I can also search for devices in my domain and perform administrative tasks like blocking devices, remote wipe, and I can audit Android apps accessing Google Apps data on my users' devices. To get a high-level overview of devices in my organization, I can see useful graphs under the Reports tab. I can see the number of active mobile devices and also the number of mobile devices by operating system being used in my organization. Just be aware that this only shows devices using Android Sync or Google Sync and won't display BlackBerry devices or devices using IMAP or POP. These graphs are useful because I can track mobile trends in my company and use this information to better meet my users' needs. This is just a brief overview of how you can use mobile management for Google Apps for your business, organization, or school. To learn more, please see our Help Center.